Hi, everyone. How's everyone doing? Welcome. This is Kim's Tarot, and my name is Kim Ainari. How's everyone doing today? Welcome. This is a week of Thanksgiving here in the United States. And so, for those that are going to be celebrating with their families on the 27th, and that's a beautiful thing. So I'm happy to be live. I don't think anyone is here. I wanted to give an update on David Anthony Burke, D4BD, or David, and Celeste Rivas Herrnandez. And so I've been doing a few of raw tarot card readings, and the last time it was uploaded where I had a ghost box and we heard some Spanish words coming out of it. And there was someone that came through, an entity that said, just ask. And I think there was some other Spanish words, which just was amazing. So I wanted to do an update on the murder of Celeste Rivas Herrnandez. And a lot has come out since my last video. And so I wanted to read from TMZ, who seems to be in the know. They're the ones that have a lot of people. They just have their sources in LAPD. And I think that with their sources, they have learned a lot about what they feel. And T has not been arrested. David has not been arrested. No one has been arrested in her murder as of today. And today is November 24th of 2025. I came through to this raw. I had no idea who these people were. And when I did my tarot card reading, I truly want to believe that for this little girl that was only 14, about to turn 15, I want to believe that people are good, that people that have good intentions, that I felt that he didn't do harm to her. And maybe it's because maybe I'm blocking that out, being a good person, that it's hard for me to imagine someone hurting somebody that they cared about and love. And I just can't sometimes wrap my whole consciousness around things that people, atrocious things that people do to one another for we don't know reasons, right? We don't know. And so I wanted to read this TMZ article about, this was published on November 22nd of this year. And I'm just going to read it and what was said. All right. So LAPD homicide detectives have ID'd a second suspect in the death of Celeste Rivas. And it's someone who law enforcement says could be involved before, during, and after her death. Mark Garagos dropped the new information on the latest Two Angry Men podcast after speaking with people directly involved in the case. Garagos says law enforcement has done a stunning, impressive job connecting the dots in this case, using a combination of cell phone and Tesla data along with location data from social media. Garagos and Harvey, of TMZ, both independently confirmed with sources that a central part of the case is a mysterious trip David took to a remote area of Santa Barbara County in the middle of the night last spring. Based on various conversations with their sources, it appears investigators believe Celeste's body may have been in the car. Garagos insinuates various data shows the second suspect may have also been in the vehicle. The medical examiner has not yet determined the cause of death. I'm so sorry, guys. Hold on. So sorry about that. Apologize. The medical examiner has not yet determined the cause of death. At least this has not been conveyed to law enforcement. The Two Angry Men podcast is packed with information on the case. Check it out. They feel her body was in a freezer for several months, some kind of frozen state. So when Celeste was found in David's leased Tesla, that was obviously used by other people or this person that LAPD knows that drove the car at least to the area near where David was living on Doheny Drive in Hollywood Hills. So many cameras. I don't know what this person was thinking. So they know who it was. I don't know why they haven't arrested either one. So they have determined that she probably was in a frozen state. I felt she was not dismembered, but now it's coming out that she was. And she was decapitated. Her limbs were also chopped up. Why? Was it done on purpose? I don't know. I don't know if her cousin has come out to LAPD saying Celeste was into drugs. Was it a drug overdose? The coronary report or the coronary has not actually said really anything. It's just TMZ is saying the coronary department of Los Angeles County has not said or can't figure out how she died. Of course, she was dismembered, but how was she drug overdose or strangulation or asphyxiation or something along that lines? So I know that David had some videos coming out or had a video that came out. Was it in, like I said, I really don't know that much about him, but somebody correct me in the chat that it came out that he had a video on one of his songs that depicted dismembered limbs. I want to think, because they say that Celeste's body was dismembered not in Santa Barbara, where David was at for several hours, that it was already probably, this is hypothetically, that she was dismembered someplace else. Did he see that? In my cards, I felt that he didn't have anything to do with her dismemberment, but did he watch this other person do it? Is that why the limbs were in his video depicting chopped up limbs? Because he knew exactly what it looked like. Did he witness it? Why? What makes a person do something like that or want to witness somebody that you were involved with? I'm talking about David Anthony Burke in an emotional level, sexual level. How do you get your mind prepared for something like that? To want to witness somebody doing that or you taking part in it? Was she murdered around the time that he did those videos depicting the decapitation of her head, her limbs? I have heard, because I'm older than probably a lot of people that may be on this channel, there's a study in a university of people mistreating people. And this is like, I don't know, 50s or 60s, on how within seconds or minutes. Because once you do something like that, once you see something like that, doesn't take you long to be doing it to somebody else. That's why we have serial killers. Because it's a high. David supposedly comes from a really good family. He's got a mom, dad, and siblings. And they're still married. They're still together. So what made him flip a switch? Because like I said in my tarot reading where I went raw, he knew or knows who drove the Tesla. He knew who did it. And I saw a female that wasn't too nice to Celeste. There was another male that was not too nice to Celeste. And Celeste being a child. Now, I'm sure they interviewed the cousin, her cousin. Interesting. There's a little noise. So we know that I said in a couple of videos that she was a very smart girl while she was in school, but she was very young when she got involved. You're just young-minded. And even though you want to act grown up, you're not. It's not like David was having a tutoring you while you were running around missing. Or were you missing? Was it the mother, sister, or an in-law, or some cousin that knew all along where you were at? And how you were never really reported for over a year, even though you were still missing. And they never reported it to Lake Elsinore police. Did they know exactly where she was at? I don't think so. Maybe the brother did. I'm not sure. But I'm hypothesizing about this whole thing. My thing is, will this case go down in a case where nobody is going to be arrested because they don't know how she died unless somebody spills the beans? And David supposedly is not cooperating with police at this time, from what I've read, because he's lawyered up, in which I've said numerous times, like, they all should have lawyered up. Did Celeste leave any clues? It doesn't seem like she left any clues. Did she have a phone on her? Because what's coming out was like David and this other person, they confiscated the phone or the phone records, and they know exactly where they were during this whole time. David and this other person that were together or helped dismember Celeste's body. It just hurts me to the core. She didn't deserve it. No one does. So Celeste, I don't know where she was last Thanksgiving, Christmas. Were you with David? Were you with your family? What were you doing at that time? Because last year around Thanksgiving and Christmas, the holidays would be your last year, right? Alive, doing that with anybody. So this case is still ongoing, guys. I don't know if he's going to be arrested. I'm talking about David Anthony Burke. His career is over with. And he's hiding. Something's going to be wrapped up in such a way, because eventually you're going to have to come out from hiding. And I don't see how you think you're going to have a career after this, knowing that there's a mystery of this girl that was dismembered in a horrific way. And if you were showing that stuff of someone with dismembered limbs in your videos because you saw it, you witnessed it, or you were an accomplice in that, I'm telling you right now, it doesn't matter when people hurt other people in that way, whether it's something like that, or it's mental or physical. the karma still is going to get you in some way you are not going to like. It's going to show. It's going to show in your essence. There are people that are going to support you, David. Of course, there's always supporters for people that have murdered, serial killers. Yeah, they're supporters all the time. But you, Celeste, and that guy and whoever else and God are the only ones that know what really happened. And you're going to have to live with that. And if you feel you can live with that because you're young, I don't know. Because like I said, if you had anything to do with it, I'm talking about David, you have violent tendencies. You have a mental tendency to hurt another person. I wouldn't want to be around you or anybody like that. I don't want to have that vibrational flow. I don't like it. Sorry. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. I appreciate you. Like and subscribe. I'll come back. May do some live readings. Now, since YouTube's letting me do a live event here, this is a first. I'm very happy to be here. And I appreciate each and every one of you. And enjoy your Thanksgiving. Be grateful to be here on this planet. I want you to take care of yourselves and others. I will be back next week. Let's go live and do some readings. Now, since I'm able to do that. So as long as you guys are subscribing and liking and the views are up there, YouTube will let me go live, and let's take it from there. It's the month of Sagittarian, and I'm a Sagittarius. So maybe we can do some Sagittarius tarot card readings and things like that. All right, guys. Take good care of yourselves. Have a great Thanksgiving. Eat lots of food. Be happy. Be around family and friends that love you and that love you. All right? And we will come back and we'll share more time together. Take care.